Hello friends, this is Vidhika from iExamB. Today in this video we are going to discuss part 3, detailed topic wise syllabus and strategy of part 3 of the syllabus of FCI AGM law exam. The syllabus for law, we have already divided this entire syllabus mentioned in the notification in 4 parts. In one of our previous videos we have discussed a detailed strategy, what all topics are present in all the 4 parts, how to approach, how to study each part of the exam. Then in our 4 part series, we are discussing what important sections, what provisions are to be studied in all of the parts. In 2 of our previous videos, we have discussed part 1 and part 2 in detail. You can find the link for those videos in the description below. Today in this video, we are going to discuss part 3 of the syllabus. The part 3 consists of laws which require thorough reading. The strategy is you have to read the act thoroughly. You need to know the important provisions, important sections and an overall understanding of the act. What acts are present in part 3? They are Arbitration and Conciliation Act, Prevention of Corruption Act, Information Technology Act, Right to Information Act, Goods and Services Tax. Moving on, we will discuss each act, important provisions and sections of each of these acts. The first one is Arbitration and Conciliation Act. Here the important provisions are general provisions mentioned in section 3 to 6. Then we have arbitration agreement section 7 to 9, composition of arbitral tribunal mentioned in section 10, 11, 11A and 12. Then we have jurisdiction of arbitral tribunal section 16 and 17, conduct of arbitral proceedings section 20, 21, 22, making of arbitral award and termination of proceedings section 30, 31, 32. Then we have finality and enforcement of arbitral awards section 35. And the last one is conciliation. The important sections here are section 62, 63, 64 and 67. The second important act is Prevention of Corruption Act. The first important topic is appointment of special judges, which is mentioned in section 3 to 6. Then offense and penalties mentioned in section 7 to 10 and 12 to 16. The next topic is investigation into cases under the act, which is mentioned in section 17 and 18. Then we have sanction for prosecution and other miscellaneous provisions, which is present in section 19, 20, 21, 27 and 29. The next important act is Right to Information Act. The important provisions under this act are: the first one is right to information and obligations of public authorities present in section 3 to 11. Then we have Central Information Commission, which is mentioned in section 12 and 13. You need to have knowledge about the composition, appointment and the term of office of the Central Information Commission. The third important topic is powers and functions of information commissions, appeals and penalties, which is present in section 18 to 20. Then we have miscellaneous provisions section 23 to 25. The fourth act is Information Technology Act, and the important sections under this act are as follows. The first one is digital signature and electronic signature. The definitions of these digital and electronic signature mentioned in section 3 and 3A. Then we have electronic governance, which is mentioned in section 4 to 7A, 10 and 10A. The important provisions under attribution, acknowledgement and dispatch of electronic records are section 11 to 13. Then we have secure electronic records and secure electronic signature mentioned in section 14 to 16. Then we have regulation of certifying authorities, important provisions relating to certifying authorities, electronic signature certificate, duties of subscribers, penalties, compensation and adjudication. These are some of the other important provisions. Then we have appellate tribunal mentioned in section 48 and 52D, offences, examiner of electronic evidence mentioned in section 79A. Then we have miscellaneous provisions section 84C and 86 to 90. These are the important provisions that you should know from Information Technology Act. The last and the important topic is Goods and Services Tax. The important provisions, the first important topic that you need to study under this act is the basics of GST. When GST came into picture, why GST was announced, what are the changes that GST has brought, what all taxes have been merged with GST and what all are still present, where GST is applied, whether it is applied on the supplier side, on the producer side, how GST is applied. All these questions which concerns the basics of GST, you should be able to answer these questions. The important topics, then we have definitions, from section 2 with the important definitions which are mentioned in section 2, then levy and collection of tax which is mentioned in section 7 to 11, then time and value of supply section 12 to 15. These are the important provisions. Then we have input tax credit section 16, 17 and 20, registration mentioned in section 22 to 30, tax invoice, credit and debit notes mentioned in section 31, 33 and 34. Another important provision is accounts and records mentioned in section 35 to 36, returns mentioned in section 37 to 39. Then we have payment of tax mentioned in section 49 to 53, offense and penalties mentioned in section 122 to 142. These are the important provisions from the goods and services tax which relate to your FCI AGM law exam. Here again I would like to mention here that do bridge your theory with practice. There is a gap between theory and practice. The more you practice, the more you will be able to inculcate whatever you have read, whatever you have understood in your theory. Practice is most important to give you exam level preparation, and the best way to do is to practice a lot of mock tests, chapter tests, a lot of questions, and then only you will be able to understand how much you were able to retain from the theory which you have studied. iExamB offers FCI AGM Law online course. We provide you with video lessons, study notes, practice tests, live sessions, doubt sessions, interview guidance, all at your home. In order to know more about the course, contact on the number which is mentioned on the screen. I would like to inform that at present iExamB is running a campaign, get vaccinated, get rewarded. All those who are vaccinated or whose family members are vaccinated will get a flat 18% off on all online courses. In order to get this discount, all you have to do is to upload a picture of you getting jabbed or any of your family member getting jabbed. Hurry up and avail this discount. In order to get all the updated information, to stay tuned to all the updated government exam information, do subscribe to our iExamB channel. Click on the bell icon. Thank you.